Are you over 60 and struggling with memory slips, foggy thinking, or losing your train of thought mid-sentence? You might think it's just age, but what if it's actually hormonal brain fog? And what if you're making it worse without realizing it? Today, I'll share the 6 most common mistakes that can damage your brain health, and the simple steps you can take to regain clarity, focus, and joy. If you told me 10 years ago that one day I'd walk into my kitchen, open the fridge, and completely forget what I came for, I'd probably have laughed. My memory's always been sharp, I would have said confidently. But then my late 60s arrived, and with them, something unexpected, a kind of mental fog. Now, it wasn't dementia. It wasn't confusion either. It was something softer, but just as frustrating. Some days felt like I was moving through a thick haze. Names I once remembered instantly slipped away. Mid-sentence, I'd lose my train of thought. Even simple tasks felt like they took more effort. It wasn't that I felt old, more like I wasn't fully myself anymore. Talking with a few friends, men and women in their 60s and 70s, I soon realized I wasn't alone. Many of us had quietly started noticing these changes in memory and focus. Some called it senior moments. A good friend of mine, a retired nurse, called it hormonal brain fog. In the US alone, over 54 million adults are over 65, and that number keeps growing. We're living longer, which is wonderful. But with longer lives come new challenges. One of the biggest, though rarely talked about, is cognitive slowdown, or what I like to call the fog. And this isn't just about forgetting stuff. It's about losing focus when reading or listening, feeling mentally drained, even after a full night's sleep, struggling to organize thoughts, becoming more emotionally sensitive or withdrawing from others. These changes affect more than just the mind, they impact our confidence, relationships, productivity, and emotional well-being. When the mind feels cloudy, the heart feels heavy, too. That's why I want to share my journey with you. This isn't a medical lecture, it's one older American talking to another, with respect, honesty, and hope. Before we dive in, let me ask you something simple. Are you here because you care about staying mentally sharp, or helping someone you love live a clearer, healthier life? If so, just type, "I care," in the comments. It helps me know this message is reaching the right people. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe to Seniorlongevitytips. This is your daily home for practical, science-backed guidance on aging with clarity, confidence, and calm. Alright, in this video I'll walk you through what hormonal brain fog really means, how to tell normal forgetfulness apart from something more serious, why this happens more as we age, how men and women experience it differently, the real consequences of ignoring it, and most importantly, what we can do about it. I'll break down the science in plain English, share stories from people like us, and offer practical tips that actually work. Because here's what I truly believe, clear thinking doesn't have an age limit, it just needs a little extra care as the years go by. When I first heard the phrase hormonal brain fog, I wasn't quite sure what to think. It sounded vague, almost like an excuse. But the more I dug into it, the more I realized it perfectly described what a lot of us are going through. So, what exactly is hormonal brain fog? Simply put, it's a temporary, but often recurring, mental cloudiness caused by shifts or imbalances in hormones. Those little chemical messengers that run so much of our body, mood, memory, focus, you name it. This fog feels like trouble concentrating, forgetting recent things or conversations, feeling mentally slow or just plain tired, struggling to find the right words. A kind of haze that dulls your mental clarity. I remember days when I couldn't keep track of a simple grocery list or struggled to finish a page in a book. It was frustrating, even scary at times. But realizing hormones were involved helped me see it wasn't just in my head. It's important to clear this up. Hormonal brain fog isn't the same as dementia, Alzheimer's, or the occasional senior moment. Dementia is a gradual decline that seriously impacts daily life over time, often irreversible. Normal aging forgetfulness might mean misplacing your keys or forgetting a name, but remembering it later. Hormonal brain fog tends to come and go, linked to hormone shifts that can be managed or improved. One friend described it like her brain's Wi-Fi signal dropping in and out, frustrating, but the network isn't gone. Dementia, by contrast, feels more like the whole system shutting down. As we age, our bodies produce less of key hormones like estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, and thyroid hormones, all of which help keep our brains sharp. When these drop, brain chemicals that control thinking and mood can get thrown off balance. For women, menopause is a well-known trigger. But men aren't off the hook. As testosterone declines, sometimes called andropause, they face similar challenges. Other things that make the fog worse include chronic stress, poor sleep, nutritional gaps, certain medications. Learning all this gave me hope. If hormones play a part, maybe balancing them can help clear the fog. Remember, brain fog doesn't mean you're losing your mind. It means your body is waving a flag, asking for a bit more care. As I kept digging into hormonal brain fog, I noticed something important. It doesn't show up the same way for everyone. Men and women often experience this mental haze differently, and it all comes down to their unique hormone stories. For many women, brain fog hits hardest during menopause and the years around it. A close friend once told me how suddenly she found it tough to focus at work or remember simple tasks at home. This wasn't just getting older, it was her body reacting to lower estrogen and progesterone. Why does estrogen matter? It plays a big role in memory and helps brain cells communicate smoothly. When estrogen dips, women often notice forgetting appointments or losing track of conversations, trouble juggling multiple tasks, feeling overwhelmed or easily distracted, mood swings, anxiety, or low energy that clouds the mind. These ups and downs can last months or even years. They're very real, and they affect daily life and emotional well-being. Men don't go through menopause, but testosterone levels do slowly decline as they age, sometimes called andropause. This change can bring on brain fog, too. Men might experience slower thinking or reaction times, difficulty focusing on complex tasks, lower motivation or feeling mentally tired, memory slips, especially with short-term stuff. Because men often expect their minds to stay sharp with age, brain fog can come as a surprise, and it might be harder to admit or talk about. Understanding how brain fog shows up in men and women helps clear up confusion and fear. It's not a sign that you're losing it forever, it's your body's way of saying, "Hey, I need some attention." Ignoring these signs can lead to worse mental health, less independence, and loneliness. But recognizing brain fog as something you can manage puts the power back in your hands. Here's a little motivation for you. Your experience is real and valid. Hormonal brain fog is common, but with understanding and care, you can find your way back to mental clarity and confidence. Now that we've seen how hormonal brain fog shows up differently in men and women, let's dig into why it happens, what's going on inside us as we age. Hormones are like little chemical messengers running all over our bodies, including the brain. They help control mood, memory, energy, and focus. As we get older, hormone levels naturally shift. Women experience a sharp drop in estrogen and progesterone during menopause. Men's testosterone declines more gradually, sometimes causing symptoms in their 50s or 60s. Other hormones, like thyroid hormones, cortisol, our stress hormone, and insulin, also change and affect brain function. These changes can slow down how brain cells talk to each other, which leads to that foggy feeling many of us know too well. Here are some key reasons behind the brain fog in older adults. Hormone declines. Estrogen and testosterone support brain cell growth and survival. When they drop, memory and focus can take a hit. Inflammation and oxidative stress. Aging and hormone shifts can cause inflammation and damage to brain cells, making it tougher for the brain to work smoothly. Poor sleep. Hormone changes often mess with our sleep, and without good rest, brain power drops. Stress and cortisol. Chronic stress means high cortisol levels, which can harm parts of the brain tied to memory. Metabolic shifts. Insulin resistance or blood sugar ups and downs affect how the brain gets energy. I remember after a stressful year, I was suddenly more forgetful. Names slipped my mind, and simple tasks felt harder. At first I thought, maybe I'm just getting old. But learning about these hormonal causes helped me see it wasn't a weakness, it was biology, and something I could work on. Here's a hopeful thought: knowing why brain fog happens gives us power. It means we can take steps to clear the haze and get our minds back. When I first started having those forgetful moments or trouble concentrating, I thought, it's just a phase, or it's normal with age. But over time, I realized ignoring these signs of hormonal brain fog can actually lead to some serious challenges, affecting how we live, how we connect with others, and how we feel inside. What happens when we ignore brain fog? For me and so many others, forgetting things or zoning out can make us feel frustrated and doubtful of ourselves. It's easy to feel like we're losing control, or that we're not quite the person we used to be. That can spiral into anxiety, or even a touch of depression. I noticed when I struggled to follow conversations or forgot important details, it sometimes caused confusion with friends and family. They might think I was distracted or uninterested, but really, I was fighting a fog inside my own head. When brain fog worsens, everyday tasks, like managing meds, paying bills, or keeping appointments, can feel overwhelming. That might push us to rely on others more than we want to, which can be tough emotionally. Hormonal brain fog isn't the same as dementia, but it can sometimes be an early warning. If we don't address it, it might raise the chance of more serious memory and thinking problems later on. At first, ignoring the fog felt safer. Denial is comforting sometimes. But the more I understood, the clearer it became that early action is crucial. Even small steps toward better brain health can slow down, or even reverse, the fog's effects. Here's a little nudge: don't wait for things to get worse. Your brain is asking for care, and listening now is one of the best gifts you can give yourself. Now that we know what hormonal brain fog is and why ignoring it only holds us back, let's get to the good stuff. What we can do about it. The great news? There are lots of practical, modern ways to help clear the haze and bring back mental clarity. What we eat really makes a difference. Antioxidants, healthy fats, and vitamins give our brain the support it needs to stay sharp. Think fresh fruits and veggies, nuts and seeds, fatty fish like salmon, and whole grains. I started adding berries and leafy greens to my meals, and I noticed my focus got better over time. Also, cutting back on processed foods, sugar, and too much caffeine can make a big difference. Exercise isn't just for our bodies, it's amazing for the brain too. Walking, swimming, yoga, or gentle strength training all boost blood flow and help balance hormones. I began walking for 30 minutes every day. After a few weeks, not only did my body feel better, my mind felt clearer too. Sleep is when the brain processes memories and resets itself. Many of us find it harder to sleep well as we get older, but good sleep habits really help. Try to keep a regular bedtime, limit screens before bed, and create a calming routine to wind down. Stress can worsen hormone imbalances and deepen brain fog. Mindfulness, meditation, and simple breathing exercises are great tools to soothe your mind and boost focus. For me, just 10 minutes of deep breathing each morning helped ease anxiety and sharpen thinking. Lifelong learning keeps the brain flexible and strong. Reading, puzzles, picking up new hobbies, or socializing all help fight off the fog. I started painting and learning a new language, activities that brought me joy and mental clarity. Sometimes brain fog is tied to hormone imbalances that need medical attention. Regular checkups and honest talks with your doctor about memory and focus are key. Here's a little encouragement: you don't have to tackle everything at once. Start small, celebrate every win, and remember, your brain is ready to shine again. I want to share some stories from fellow Americans, men and women over 60, who faced hormonal brain fog, but didn't just accept it. They took action, and their lives changed for the better. Mary, a retired schoolteacher from Ohio, began forgetting little things, like where she left her keys or neighbors' names. At first, she thought, well, I'm just getting older. But it left her feeling frustrated and anxious. Once she learned about hormonal brain fog, Mary made some changes, added more veggies and fish to her meals, started gentle yoga, and made sleep a priority. A few months later, she noticed a huge difference. "It's like a fresh breeze blew through my mind," she said. "I feel clear, calm, and confident again." John, a retired engineer in Texas, struggled with concentration and felt mentally cloudy. His doctor explained these changes were common for men his age. John started walking every day and joined a senior fitness group nearby. He also began meditating to manage stress. "It wasn't easy at first," John admits, "but now I wake up with a clear head, ready to face the day." Linda, 75, from California, noticed her memory wasn't as sharp as before, and she started feeling a bit isolated. So she signed up for a computer class and joined a book club to keep her brain engaged. The new friendships and mental challenges lifted the fog and brightened her mood. "At 75, I'm learning and growing more than ever. Age really is just a number." These stories remind us that hormonal brain fog can be tough, but it's also a signal to take charge. It's a chance to reconnect with ourselves, our passions, and our strength. Here's some encouragement. Your story could be next. Take small steps, embrace change, and watch the fog lift. We've talked about what hormonal brain fog is, and heard some inspiring stories. Now let's get practical. What can you do every day to boost your memory, focus, and emotional well-being? Physical activity might sound simple, but it's one of the best ways to clear that fog. Whether it's walking, swimming, dancing, or gentle yoga, moving boosts blood flow to the brain, releases feel-good hormones, and helps you sleep better. Try this. Start with just 10 to 15 minutes a day and gradually work up to 30. Pick activities you actually enjoy. It's easier to stick with something fun. Invite a friend or join a group for extra motivation and connection. What you eat fuels your brain as much as your body. Aim for colorful fruits and veggies, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats like fish, nuts, and olive oil. Cut back on processed foods and sugar. They can cause inflammation and make brain fog worse. Don't forget to drink water. Even mild dehydration can zap your focus. Sleep is when your brain resets, processes memories, and clears out toxins. Stick to a regular sleep schedule, even on weekends. Create a calming bedtime routine. Turn off screens at least an hour before bed. Make your bedroom cozy, quiet, and dark. Stress hormones can mess with your brain and deepen the fog. Try deep breathing, meditation, or gentle stretches. Do hobbies that bring you joy and relaxation. And don't hesitate to talk to someone. Sharing lightens the emotional load. Mental exercise is key to brain health. Challenge yourself with puzzles, crosswords, or brain training apps. Take a class, join a book club, or start a new hobby. Learning new skills builds fresh neural pathways, like a workout for your mind. Remember, small, consistent habits add up over time. Your brain is ready to grow, no matter your age. Now that we know the key habits to clear brain fog, let's look at some simple daily routines you can start right now. These are easy to fit into your day, no overwhelm, just steady progress. Start your day on the right foot. Hydrate first thing. A glass of water wakes up your body and mind. Move gently. Take a 10-minute walk, do some stretching, or try gentle yoga to get your blood flowing. Mindful moment. Spend 5 minutes deep breathing or practicing gratitude to calm your mind and ease stress. Nutritious breakfast. Include protein, healthy fats, and colorful fruits or veggies. Keep your focus and energy up. Take breaks. Every hour, stand up, stretch, or walk for a few minutes. Eat a balanced lunch. Lean protein, whole grains, and plenty of veggies will fuel your afternoon. Challenge your brain. Try a crossword puzzle, read a chapter, or learn a new word. Prepare for restful sleep. Limit screen time. Turn off devices at least an hour before bed. Relaxation ritual. Enjoy calming activities like reading, soft music, or gentle stretching. Keep a consistent bedtime. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Reflect on your wins. Think about or write down 3 good things from your day. This lifts your mood and mindset. connect and grow. Socialize. Spend time with friends, family, or join a community group. Connection is great for brain health. Try something new. Join a class, start a craft, or try a new recipe. Get outdoors. Nature helps reduce stress and awakens your senses. Your brain thrives on routine but loves new challenges too. Find the balance, and you'll feel the fog lift. As we dig deeper into hormonal brain fog, many of us wonder, what about supplements? And when should we see a doctor? Let's break it down simply, no stress, just facts. Certain natural supplements support brain health and hormone balance. Omega-3 fatty acids from fish oil, they help brain cells work better and reduce inflammation. Vitamin D, many older adults have low levels, which can affect mood and thinking. B vitamins, especially B6, B9, B12, vital for energy and healthy nerves. Magnesium calms your nervous system and can improve sleep quality. Adaptogens like ashwagandha or rhodiola, herbs that help your body handle stress. Before you start any new supplement, talk with your doctor, especially if you take other medications. Choose trusted, high-quality brands. Add one supplement at a time so you can notice how your body reacts. Remember, supplements support healthy habits, they don't replace them. If you notice serious memory trouble or mood shifts, don't hesitate to ask your doctor about thyroid function tests, hormone level checks, vitamin deficiencies, sleep disorders. Catching issues early means better treatment options. Tune into your body and mind every day. Keeping a simple journal or mood log can help you spot patterns, track improvements, and celebrate progress. Every small win counts. Supplements and medical care are pieces of the puzzle. The bigger picture is your daily habits, mindset, and the joy you find in life. I want to share some heartfelt stories from folks who, just like many of us, faced hormonal brain fog and found their way back to clarity, strength, and joy. Margaret, a retired teacher from Ohio, started noticing little memory slips, misplaced keys, forgotten appointments, and that cloudy feeling during conversations. At first, she worried it might be something serious. But after learning about hormonal brain fog and talking with her doctor, she began a gentle routine: daily walks, balanced meals, and mindfulness exercises. Within months, Margaret's energy and mental clarity improved. She even started a book club and reconnected with old friends. Now she says, "I feel like I've got my mind back, and a new zest for life." James, 72 and a Navy veteran, found concentrating on tasks like managing finances tough and frustrating. He realized chronic stress and low testosterone were likely culprits. With help from his healthcare team, James added strength training and omega-3 supplements to his routine. Gradually, his focus sharpened and mood lifted. He shares, "Don't give up. It's about small steps and patience. Your brain is more adaptable than you think." Both Margaret and James discovered that sharing their struggles openly with family and friends eased a heavy burden. Emotional support plays a powerful role in overcoming brain fog. Their journeys remind us all, hormonal brain fog isn't a life sentence. With care, attention, and heart, clarity can return. As we wrap up this journey together, I want to share a message that's close to my heart: facing challenges with memory and concentration as we age, especially when it comes to hormonal brain fog, is natural. It's not a sign you're failing or that things will only get worse. Instead, it's a gentle nudge from your body to care for yourself with more kindness and attention. Even at 60, 70, or 80 years young, your brain is still remarkable. Science shows it stays flexible throughout life, able to form new connections, strengthen the old ones, and heal when given the right support. What does this mean for you? It means you hold the power to brighten your mental clarity. By choosing small, meaningful actions, moving your body, nourishing yourself with wholesome foods, and feeding your mind with new knowledge, you're actively lifting that hormonal fog. Here's a quick reminder. Movement matters. Whether it's a walk, gardening, yoga, or gentle stretches, staying active wakes up your brain. Nutrition counts. Balanced meals with antioxidants, healthy fats, and lean proteins fuel mental sharpness. Lifelong learning empowers. Reading, puzzles, social activities, or hobbies keep your brain pathways lively. Rest and stress management support brain health. Quality sleep and mindfulness reduce inflammation and balance hormones. So please, don't see age as a limitation. See it as a doorway to greater self-awareness and strength. Every day is a new chance to reclaim your focus, memory, and joy. I encourage you, try something new today. Take that first step toward clearer thinking, because you deserve to live fully, richly, and joyfully at every age. Thank you for sharing this journey with me. Your wisdom, your experiences, and your spirit are precious, and the best is still ahead. Now I want to hear from you. Have you or a loved one ever experienced brain fog or memory changes? What helped? What are you still working on? Share your story or question in the comments below. I read every single one, and your experience could really help someone else here. If this video gave you even one helpful insight, give it a thumbs up. That way it can reach someone else who needs it too. And don't forget to subscribe to Senior Longevity Tips and tap the notification bell, because every day, we share real, reliable strategies to help you feel your best in every chapter of life. Thank you for being here. Your curiosity, your care, and your courage to learn, that's what makes this community so special. Stay strong, stay clear, and I'll see you in the next video.